Beautiful people, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Hangout. Today it's a Wednesday, and you do know that when I am onto your screens, I'm definitely here to come and bring you all the vibes and also make sure that you guys are entertained and also you're getting all the information that you need to know from our guest that we have for today up at our studio. And also remember, we do have the question of the week, whereby we were asking you as to what do you know about the 16 days of activism? And we just want to hear your views as to what knowledge do you have behind that campaign as well. And also you can simply contact us on all our social media platforms. It is at Mpumakapa TV, and also our WhatsApp line, it is 083 690 0530. And just like that, you can be conversating with us. And also what's nice about us is that we are not only on the multi-choice channel, but you can definitely find us on the free Vision Play app. All you have to do is to just download the app and click onto our icon, and just like that you can watch us live as the shows go on. And also nice element, you can catch up as well. So let us get onto the first guest that we have on the Hangout namhlanje. Let's go. Beautiful people, I promised you that we're going to start off and also kick off things with someone that is very hardworking, and also is someone who has been into the entertainment industry. And we want to hear about namhlanje kanye kanye usiphathele ntoni, and also get to hear about the projects that he is part of. But first of all, before we even get into the conversation, let me welcome him on the Hangout. Welcome, Siyabulela kunjani?
Sithunjani namhlanje?
Diyabulela nami.
Yes,
sicela nje ukhe usichazele uba ungubani and what is it that you do wena?
Oh, my name is Ivy Majo. I'm based in Makhanda. I'm a director of Ecawa Festival Foundation and Luti Fusion Pty Ltd. Both the companies are doing events around Sarabatman and the Eastern Cape as a whole. Yes.
Lovely stuff. And also, let us get to talk about these two babies as they under your belt, as to uba zin event ezinjani as yezizenze kahle kahle, and also how can people actually get to banxumane nawe when they want to collaborate?
Sisi event endizabe ndizenza ngoku outdoor and the indoor. Dinemakana Music Festival nge-15 ka-December. Edlephu eMakhanda, and then nge-22 ka-December Ecawa Festival Foundation Fashion Show ePort Alfred eCivic Hall, and then nge-24th ka-December Ecawa Music Festival. Other one is an indoor, which is a fashion show. The other two, for the 15th and the 24th, are outdoor events that are happening around in the Eastern Cape, around Sarabatman district. Yes.
Lovely. And also, because of you are basically an event organizer, you are the one who's behind in making sure uba event zako are succeeding and also they come to reality. Let's get to talk about now in terms of you having to prepare for event, for it on that day to be what you had anticipated, and also for you to be able to cater for abantu to come to your events. Let's talk about how do you go about when it comes to event organizing.
You know, event organizing, it's not a play child. It's not something a lula. As we as into ba wonke umuntu unomsebenzi wakhe. Awuvuki uphakame uthi hayi ngomso ndiyayenza. You know into ba so you have to plan as an events manager. Yeah, but you have to plan, because before even you do anything else, you must know your venue are booked first.
Yes.
Before you go and check who's available for that day, and then also you check your sponsors, who can you go with the sponsors to ensure lento iyenzeka like accordingly. Uyabazi abantu, because abantu xa usebenza ngabantu akho lula, because you must make sure uyadivarisha, and also as you know most of the shows is outdoor, and also at the very same time you must ensure all your artists ziyaflya ziyaza to the event, because abantu bethu xa sisebenzisana nabo and we announce hey, look, this one again lowish way flight bayabangayithanda zonke, but ke ubukubona loo nto leyo ayisithi these are artists izinto ezenza loo nto leyo into yoba ezo nto mazingahambi ngolo hlobo zihamba ngalo uyayibona. So this time around event zethu is outdoor events. You come with cooler box, ufake drinks zakho, and then the other one for fashion show, it's a fashion show that featuring designers, models. So they will be promoting impahla ezinxitywayo. So to go past 80 rand to buy your ticket, uyobukela uNathi, because there will be live performance kaNathi that will be there, a performer queen fashion show
stage. Lovely stuff. And also having to come to event zakho, and also kweli xesha enyakeni, we are in the festive season. Let's get to talk about the different elements ozawuthi uzizise eluntwini, and also how are you planning to make sure that they still get entertained, but also safety yabo is also the very biggest concern that you have. So let's just try and create uba abantu bangaziva safe kanjani.
First of all, before we go to that, you know the aim of this event, all of them, Imakana Music Festival on the 15th December and in Ekau Music Festival on the 24th December. The aim is to boost the economy. Yes, Sarapatman. You know, most upper there's most part of Sarapatman, which is Imakana Nendlambe is under Yona, both of them. So especially kweziyani town, we must make sure that economy yakhona is boosted about those events. In Ndlambe kunye nelento neMakhanda. To come to your question, as you know, about December is a busy day, and we ensure about the safety, because as you know, as classes plan events, kuba safety meetings that we have, whereby you plan your waste management, your traffic plan management, your emergency plan management. So all those things we cater and ensure on the event you don't want to see any accidents that are happening during the time of the event. So in terms of abantu nendlela yoba bakuzaba njani, ingaba ukhuseleko liqilima na? Yes, ukhuseleko liqilima, because we are working closely with the disaster. We are working closely with the police around Sarapatman, especially for all our events. Yes.
And also coming to as district os mentionayo, let's get to talk about it. Why them specifically? Do you have some sort of connection to them? Okanye mhlambi likas lakho lakdala, you see, so now you're trying to bring back. Let's get to talk about why choosing the Sarapatman district.
Yabona mna ndingumuntu okhulele kwi-events from back 1999. Ndingumuntu we-entertainment, and I'm based in Makhanda under Sarapatman. Mna nalanto ke sisi ithi don't leave your town because of you wanna do better to other towns. Ne? Let's grow our town, because there's a tendency yoba most of the artists want to leave their districts or province, want to go to another district, or want to go to another provinces, or wants to go to another towns. So I'm not that kind of
Lovely.
Lovely. You can make it while
and grow the community,
and grow the community while you are here. Like take example, you know events zethu mande ngazo into yoba it's not events management companies that are benefiting. All of us were benefiting. When I mean all of us, I'm talking about the artist, I'm talking about the community, I'm talking about the retailers.
Lovely. Yes. Okay. Because we're running out of time. So quickly, can you just please repeat abantu amatikiti bawathenga njani, and also bawafumana phi, and also the date as abisenzeka ngayo?
The 15th December iMagana Music Festival eGrahamstown, eMakhanda, eDlepo Stadium. Amatikiti afumaneka iTicket Pro, ka-Checkers, ka-Shoprite, ka-OK Furnitures, ePick n Pay. I-artists sabesinazo ngu-DJ Tira, Nkosazana Daughter, uScott Maphuma, and many more. Ikawa Music Festival inge-24 December, ePort Alfred. Amatikiti afumaneka same outlets with iMagana. We have osaziwayo pa Oscar Mbo, or Mahu.
So we have all the big names of South Africa.
They are in Sarapadman district.
Lovely stuff, man.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on
Thank
to
you,
the
ma'am.
Hangout. And I'm sure that the residents of Sarah Batman and also even the ones that are going to be coming out of Isara Batman are going to be entertained with his events that are going to be taking place. And it's going to be nice, guys. You guys heard the people that are going to be there. But what I'm going to do is to take a short ad break, and then when we're coming back, we're definitely going to be coming back with more. So please make sure that you stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Well, beautiful people, we're back live onto your screens, and I'm sure that Kula and break when can I and just to take a sip of water and then come back to us right here on the Hangout. And right now, I'm definitely sitting with the man that knows how to use his vocals, and also again, like he does R&B and also soul music. And I'm definitely going to let him introduce himself to our viewers. Mister, welcome to the Hangout. How are you?
Hey, Sinclair. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man, so much for coming here. And also for our viewers at home who actually don't know you, can you just please give us who you are and also what is it that you do and also why are you here on the Hangout today?
Okay. My name is Fakhri Isaacs. I'm a R&B soul singer from Cape Town, South Africa. And I'm here to just have a chat to you about, about my music career and what's happening in my space at this moment in time.
Lovely stuff. And also, can we get to talk about you and also deciding to enter the space of music and also this industry that is very toxic? When did that talent spark to you?
I'm glad you used the word toxic to describe the industry. Listen, I've always had a passion for music. My career started way back in 1987. As part of my school choir, I was sort of loved music, singing part of the choir, and my music teacher at the time, the late Mrs. Morris, actually sort of identified that I had something special, and she sort of looked to nurture that and said, like, Fakhri, you know what, you've got something special, you must never stop, this thing, never stop believing in yourself, never stop doing like this thing called music because you're so good at it, and that stuck with me until this very day. But the thing is, like, even though people tell you stuff, you never believe it, and I think that's how I was raised, always to try to be humble, so I was always the one saying, like, I'm not that good, and I had sort of a bit of even imposter syndrome, if I can put it that way. So like when I walk on a stage and I'd be performing alongside a international act, and here you are on stage and you're standing next to the great Percy Sledge, for instance, which I performed with, and then I was like, but what are you doing here? Like, and other people always identify it and they say, like, you're so amazing, and I'm like, yeah, am I? And then at a certain point in your life, you're like, you know what? Okay, I have to sort of admit to myself I'm good. If I'm ever going to make, the next level, I need to acknowledge that, so that when I'm on stage, I sort of that's what sort of exudes from my being, saying like this is who I am, kind of thing, And it took years to grow into that sort of space where you are comfortable in saying, you know what, okay, I think I'm good enough to actually hold my own in this arena.
Lovely.
And then the fact that you mentioned that the music industry is toxic. Yes, it can be very toxic because, jealousy is a real thing within our industry. And unfortunately, the culture is people want you to do good until you start doing better than them. And that's when they start hating. And that's the toxic part that you're speaking of. I tend to not focus on that. I have the blinkers on, and I sort of just stick to what I'm supposed to do. And I love it. I'm loving the experience. I love the journey. I love the people that I get to work with. I love the fact that I get to help talent get to different levels within their career, which I've done over the last couple of years now, and it is just an amazing, beautiful journey. So I don't know so much about the toxic part. It's only if you're going to allow it to affect you that it actually does.
Yes.
But so that's where my journey started. That 1987. It's happened over many years. I was part of South Africa's biggest boy band called The Boys from the 1990s up until. But I was with the group for about almost 20 years, and then I went on to start another group, which was like we did Islamic gospel music, like which is called Nasheed, and I was with them for a good couple of years as well. The group's called Unity. I mean, we still the only international recording nasheed group from South Africa. I mean, we've actually achieved some amazing things, and then COVID hits, and everything stops. You know, everything stops, and then that's where this journey that I'm currently on. That's where this journey was born, where I actually stepped out, and this is what I said. I had to sort of acknowledge to myself that, Fakhri, you are good enough to sort of hold your own. And people identified this for many years, but I refused to sort of accept it. You know, I've always like just sort of stayed under the radar kind of thing. And when I sort of embraced it and went out and said, listen, this is my time. It's time to do what I was born to do. And the last 3 years has just been absolutely amazing. After I've teamed up with an amazing team of people at SME, which is Simplified Management and Events, and together we have created magic around South Africa. Or we've been to Johannesburg, East London, Gqeberha, we've been to King Williamstown, we've been literally all over South Africa.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we've been selling out arenas across the country, and it's just been amazing, so yeah, that's been the journey in a nutshell.
Lovely stuff. And also I want to get into, you started this music journey way before I was even born. And also
by the way, I'm 28 years old.
Okay, he's 28, guys. Okay, so you started this journey, and also when you discovered the genre that you wanted to do, and also it allowing you to be part of big acts internationally, and also being able to stand on the same stages as them. How did that feel for you, and also what was going through your emotions and also your mental health?
So, taking it back to where it started from, like, so when I started with the school, I was part of the choir where we did classical music. However, when at home, my parents would only play the sounds of like Motown and then those things. So I listened. Growing up, I loved the Manhattans, the Stylistics. We're talking about Teddy Pendergrass. And when you get older, like in the 1990s, it's like Peebo Bryson, James Ingram, Brian McKnight, and these people come in, and then Boys to Men and All for One, and so that is the type of artist that had a massive influence on the music that I know and love. But remember, I started as classical, so I've got I've got classical background, and now I've got this my at home a deep-set passion and love for soul music, R&B music, and so when it came to different instances in my different stages in my life, I could perform in anything. So when I actually go out and so people know me, like in South Africa now, I do the official Luther Vandross tribute show, right, which we've done in Gqeberha in June this year, and we've done it around the country now. And people are like, "Oh, there goes South Africa's Luther." I was like, "No,
Lovely.
I'm Fakhri Isaac." You know what I mean? But anyways, it's a great honor for me that people actually identify that, because Luther Vandross was literally one of the greatest voices of our time, and people sort of comparing me to him. That's a great honor, you know what I mean? But now, then all of a sudden I'll step out and like, Nesindorma, and people's like, what? Where did that come from? And then I'll like switch into a classical mode, and then people's like, where did that come from? It's because of the background. I've got that sort of in my little bag of tricks. It's there. If I need it,
Yes.
And then we sort of switch over to R&B, which is my staple, the R&B soul music. That's what I do all the time. But then we fast forward to my time with the Boys. We did pop music.
Lovely. Wow.
Yeah, and so that brings me to like, I told you that we released a new song, all right? Which is actually a pop song.
Yeah.
It's a pop song, but it has sort of influence of soul music in there.
In it. Without cutting you, we're just going to take a quick shot at break, and then we're going to come back onto this new project that brought you here, Apa Ekabecha, and also just talk
Amazing.
about the whole tour. Please stay tuned. Well, everyone at home, please do also stay tuned, because we're definitely going to come back, and also we're going to hear more from this man that is sitting on our couch. So please don't you go nowhere. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, Mensa. I hope you guys definitely took just a sips of water, just so that Nia as well, because right now what we're going to talk about, going to talk about his recent projects that are making him to come to our very own town, which is Ikabecha, and also the new project single that he has on his lips. Mister, are you still fine?
I'm good, thank you.
Lovely stuff. And also, let's get onto it, man, without wasting time. The new project, what can people actually get to expect? Earlier on, you mentioned a bit of pop into it. Just give us a full lowdown as to what's going on.
Okay, new projects. Firstly, I released a single about a month ago, which has gone to number one on one of Cape Town's biggest radio stations, which is Hot FM, and it's also gone to number one on other radio stations within Cape Town, probably three of the biggest stations in Cape Town, and then the smaller radio stations on the outlying areas has gone to. It's probably in the top five of almost every radio station that we've submitted it to, which is amazing.
Lovely.
Because it's been a journey. Because I did an album with the boys when I was with the boys, and then I did an album with Unity, and then I was even the lead vocal for the Cape Town Carnival. So that when we did the launch of the Cape Town Carnival, they had the official soundtrack to it, and I was the lead vocal. So there's a lot of music that has my voice on, right? But I've never done anything as a solo artist, and that's what I said. COVID sort of helped me to focus on and sort of realize, like, dude, this is your time. You need to do this now, or you're never going to do it. So it was what a exciting experience it was to actually create a song, for myself. You know what I mean? And there was nobody else, because when you're part of a group, you always have to compromise. You always have to consider. This time around, it was all about my sound, what I wanted to create. And I was very blessed and fortunate to be able to do that with this project. So we released a song called Dance of Love, which is a pop song, but you'll hear that it has little influences of my soul background in there. And I absolutely love making it, and the reaction that we've gotten from the listeners since it was released is nothing short of amazing, So that was the first project. And then obviously me not only being a singer but also a producer, I produce my own shows. One of my latest projects that we are about to embark on is called Festive Fever, which is a show that we are bringing to the beautiful city of Kabeja on the 20th of December.
Lovely.
And anybody that has ever been to any one of my productions will know that I do not believe in sort of delivering a subpar project or experience to the audience. So when I come from Cape Town, I bring my entire band with me, and the supporting acts or people that join me on stage is absolutely phenomenal. So there's this amazing young lady that I've been working with for the last couple of years. Her name is called Andrea Fortain. She started out as It's Annie on Facebook, and I mean, she was the singing sensation. I think she was like 12, 13 years old when she started. By the time she was 14 years old, she had over 500,000 followers on Facebook. She is that good. She's absolutely amazing. So I've had the privilege and honor of working with her over the last couple of years, and we've made some amazing content together. We did a cover of Luther Vandross and Mariah Carey's Endless Love for content, and in a week it went to a couple of million views, and that just blew up. But that's the chemistry we have on stage, because the two vocals sort of just works. It just gels so beautifully when we work together. And then with this project, So it's called Festive Fever for a reason. Everybody knows me as the Soul Man, so we do the Luther tribute, or we do the Ultimate Love Song Collection, which is another one of my projects. And then we did a tribute to legends, where we did some of the most iconic songs from, you know, over the decades, from some of the best artists in the world, like the Michael Jacksons, the Peebo Brysons, Luther Vandross, the Mariah Careys, Whitney Houston, to name it. So that was a tribute to legends. But with Festive Fever, it's exactly what it's called. It's Festive Fever, you know. So I thought to myself, how do we sort of bring, just like when you're in that venue, we want you to know like Festive Fever is here. So we brought one of South Africa's #1 party bands. G-House is the band for the event, right? Devonish Hendricks was actually one of my band members when I was with the boys 20 years ago, and he's since transitioned. His life has gone on, his career has gone on, and he was part of the Rockets for many years, and then he started the brand called G-House, and what an amazing unit they are, right? So for me to have them on the show, it's quite exciting because I know what they bring to the table. So like, we wanted to bring a party, so you bring the best, right? So we've got Fakhri Isaacs, we've got Andrea Fontaine, and then to finish up the lineup, alongside the amazing band called G-House, we've got the one and only Anslin Geisman, which is a TikTok, Facebook sensation, not for any reason other than the fact that he is a phenomenal singer, and what a lovely person. So I mean, we've been friends for a while now, but we've recently started working together, and what an amazing journey it has been. So I'm very, very excited, you know, to sort of bring this project to Gqeberha on the 20th of December, and I cannot wait for the amazing people from this beautiful city to see
join in. Lovely stuff. And also, talking about joining in, how can people actually get to purchase the ticket and also find themselves at the venue?
So tickets are available at Web Tickets, and the venue is the Boardwalk the Boardwalk in Gqeberha.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it. If you want tickets, go and check out Web Tickets and just search Festive Fever. That's happening on the 20th of December at the Boardwalk.
Lovely stuff. And also, before I let you go, I just want to talk about, so that maybe you can give someone at home who wants to have the same transition as you, because you mentioned that you started off with a band and now you are going solo. So let's talk about that whole journey of transitioning from being a band member now to having the spotlight onto only you.
Only you. Look, like I said, when you're part of a band, a part of a unit, there's a certain amount of compromise that always needs to happen, because as a music, creative mind, I want certain things to go a certain way, you know, but when you're part of a group, you always have to consider how it's going to affect the rest of the band. So like with any other business, if you are in a partnership, you cannot just make decisions on your own. It's not about you, it's a collective, and that's what it's like being as part of a band, you know, or part of a group. This time around, I sort of get to focus on me, and I think after, you know, I said 1987 is where it all started, so it's 30 plus years that we're talking about, and I think I sort of deserve to be a little bit selfish this time around, you know, sort of focus on me, and you know, when I do certain things, it's about Fakhri Isaacs and the brand that is Fakhri Isaacs Music. And so yeah, it's I don't think it's anything difficult. That's just life experiences, that everything that happens in life happens for a reason, and everything that happened in my life needed to happen in order for me to be sitting here with you today.
Lovely
You know what I mean?
stuff, man. Thank you so much for joining us right here on the Hangout. And also, lastly, where can people get you on social media?
Social media, you can check me out on Facebook. It's Fakhri Isaacs Music. I do a show called Classic Sundays on a Sunday, not every Sunday because my schedule is so busy. So sometimes Friday, Saturday you're busy, and then on the Sunday I have vocal fatigue, so I cannot do it. But on the weekends when I'm feeling good, I normally go onto Facebook on a Sunday, normally after 8 p.m. and we do some classic songs that I grew up listening to. I told you about that.
Yes.
So I do songs like from the Manhattans, the Bee Gees, the Stylistics, Teddy Pendergrass, James Ingram, all of these amazing artists that had a role in the type of music that I
Yes.
love, love performing. And even when I write, I find a lot of inspiration from these artists. So yeah, that's that. And then my other big account is on TikTok. Just search Fakhri Isaacs, or Instagram Fakhri_Isaacs. That's it. If they need any information about booking me, or just anything about Fakhri Isaacs, you can simply email info@fakhriisaacs.com.
Lovely stuff, man. Thank you so much for coming on to the Hangout.
It's been an absolute
and
pleasure.
I'm sure that people are going to come out in numbers to Boardwalk to come and actually experience the whole event and also the whole show, and also you performing.
Thank you so
Lovely
much.
stuff. Thank you so much.
Zintle, before we go, you guys that have noticed,
Okay.
she calls me Mr. because I've got a difficult name to pronounce, but we're gonna test you right now.
Is it putting me on spot?
Can
Okay,
you say
let's go
Fakhri-
it.
Say Fakhri Isaacs.
Fakhri Isaac.
Yes.
Well, that was Fakhri Isaac, and he joined us right here on the Hangout. Lovely stuff to come and tell us about his journey, also his career, and also about the new project and also the show that he's going to be having at Boardwalk on the 20th. Please make sure that you definitely come out in numbers to support the man. He comes all the way from Cape Town just to come and give us serenade of his vocals and lovely stuff, man. It's been lovely. Let us go and check out what's going to happen later on the show. Welcome back, everyone, from an ad break. That was lovely. We had spoken to the musician and also someone that does R&B and soul music, and that was Fari right here on the Hangout. But right now, I'm definitely sitting with someone who has so much talent, and also we want to hear from him as to what brought him to the Hangout today, and also get to hear all about his projects that he's doing in Motherwell. Well, everyone at home, please help me welcome Usamkelo Mbali right here on the Hangout. Welcome. How are you? Good in you, man. Let's get into it. Who are you for people at home who actually don't know you, and also what is it that you do?
Okay. First of all, I'm Samkelo Mbali. Officially known as a Thespian Sam on his social. I'm an actor, a performer, because I'm an all-rounder. I sing, I dance. I am a member of Indian Kwenkwezi, an organization that equips and trains young people from the community of Motherwell.
Lovely stuff, man.
Yes.
And also, let us get to start in terms of when did that spark of talent and also you being a performer start with you?
Okay, right. Into yami yokuperforma ke started ndimncinci. For sure mama yazi. I used to pha endlini ke umbone lanto uyozithethela wedwa. Ndangibona usiba i-presenter. I wanted to be a presenter so much. Ndifike pha endlini this is Samkelo show. Yabo.
Welcome to
Yes. I always wanted to be in the media space ndimncinci. So ke funny enough I got an opportunity ngondifika pha eGQ to meet abantu abanjengoSisilungelwa who will groom me. Because indaba ye-acting bendiyazi bandifuna uact ndifuna media, I didn't know how to
get into it, yes.
So abantu abanjengoSisilungelwa are the ones who actually equipped me and trained me in kwindaba ze-theatre acting and also zonke indaba ze-performing arts.
Lovely stuff, man. And also, can we get to talk about accomplishments zakho throughout the whole journey of career yako? You've been part of the GQ. You are doing theater plays. You are part of Inkwenkwezi. And also, there's a project that you are here for today. But before we get into that, let's talk about the whole journey and also for Wena as a person. How much growth have you gained?
Okay, accomplishments. Firstly, I'm going to talk about Lay that I performed in Mandela Bay Theatre Complex. That was my first stage performance, right? So I was actually like nervous to come in Lando because this is my first time performing with a big audience because that was a Port Elizabeth competition in terms of quiz scholars or that we're entering that competition. So like I was like, take Lando. So funny enough, it's a computer with so many other talented schools, but then I got to win the best actor award. Yabo. So the grateful kakhulu ngalonto. And also in the way I'm not GQ, right? Ibone moslando phuma ku auditions kombe. Okay, man, thatha chance. I auditioned for another role. Not Linda and Kuyu. And this will be ngegama the one that I auditioned. I auditioned for another role. Yabo, ndifumane con agent yami incedile yathi man nazi into izinto audition. Ngqoma le role thixo wam. Oqala uSam ngulomuntu ubhabli uthe engeke ezi characters nobuphara. Yabo. Ngqoma but I like a challenge. Let me try these things. I auditioned for that role. I didn't get it, but they say sakunika enye role ezokuncedisa aba ube friend yale role ubuyifuna. Yes. Okay, extra role, but no man. Akho ngxaki. Let me go to TV. But when ndifika phana they literally liked me. But no mnikeni lines lo muntu. I was given lines. Namane ndibizwa ke for calls but let me come shoot. So like I'm so grateful for that opportunity and depending because I feel like I've grown in terms of like acting and theatre because nguye one introducer to this life of theatre one bonus about no Sam you should do like this not because you can't sometimes you are doing it too much. Yeah, yes. So you tone down no this and this is right and also and struggles zale industry right now. So I'm actually grateful now for kuye. Yeah,
lovely stuff, man. And also you are part of the organizers and also you're going to be part of the production that is going to be happening, which is Children in the Monologue. Let's talk about that and also get to hear more about it.
Oh, Betunana. Children in Monologue is a very beautiful play that I think, I don't think I know. Children in Monologue is a play ekuthathwe stories from different people and children ezenzekayo be it in a community or school environment eza story ke zadityaniswa bakwenza ntoni i-production. So like siyafuna kakhulu abantu babe khona most especially abazali kule show because bazova i-challenges abantwana babo that go through every day yabo so that bayazi bana no abantwana bethu are supposed because you find out uthi ungumntana you are given ixanduva loba ube ngumuntu omdala yabo of which uvalelwa lanto yoba udlale njengomntana yabo so sifuna abazali baye kakhulu kulo show. It's a beautiful show because we are also featuring uZukiswa Cakacaku who lo ungusisiveli pha kuGqeberha the Empire. We have an amazing director uBhutlifa Koyana, a choreographer uSinoxolo Botha and obviously the writer
yes.
Yeah, that's our choreographer.
Lovely.
Obviously the writer and the producer of the show is Ulungela Makamfana. Nam I'll be also the cast of the show.
Lovely stuff. And also when it comes to this production, it sounds like it's a cry and also an activation to seek for help or to lay out is colors or kind of feelings as abantwana. Let's get to it. And also, what can you encourage, especially to the parents that are going to be watching, and also to the parents that are facing the similar challenges in terms of them burdening abantwana babo. So, what can you just give them just a quick brief as to what to expect and also what this play actually brings to them, because this is more of a cry towards them.
Nyansile kakhulu when I says this is a cry. Yabantwana because kwakula play uzawubona people who are delivering the monologues and the lines ngabantwana yabo so abazali ingase baye bazoyazi ukuthi bana ngaba abantwana need to be set free. Umntana kumvalela uthi no when you have to go ezindaweni zakho umntana myeke abe ngumntana. Obviously abantu abazozenza mistake because bangabantwana let him or her do as a mistake because that's how we learn. Kwezo mistakes izenzayo. So ndiyacela kakhulu abazali baphumelele bonke yabo and also we have other children Panakwi organization who will be performing who don't even have parents anymore. That's why I would like even if our komdana wako performer go and watch, go and support abantwana because they really need support yabazali.
Lovely stuff, man. And also, in Kwekwezi, I do know that it's more of Motherwell. But now I want to just quickly give me a brief as to how welcoming was the community towards this project is, and just quick and fast.
Okay. Indingwenkwezi as ba ndankemenge nathanda nayo indingwenkwezi yake yaqala from esikolweni ibingeyo ndingwenkwezi, it was just ulungi eziqeqeshela abantwana esikolweni. So indingwenkwezi ke yona ke ithe wayi-introduce to the community, abazali bavuya kakhulu because now abantwana babo nabo bazobe betrainwa be-equipa bekhutshwa esikratweni phofu yibone be-equipa in terms of acting and theatre. So like I'm so proud of the community yaseMotherwell because welcome kakhulu with ngezandla
zombie.
Yeah,
lovely stuff. And also, where can people get to buy amatikiti abo for the project in Izabeninayo, and also Izabisenzeka P the venue?
Okay, the production Children in Monologues uzaba enge 7 December at St. Stephen's Hall. St. Stephen's in New Brighton. So amatikiti ayafumaneka computer ticket or ngizokwenza computer ticket, you can do it at ShopRite, you save, Checkers, ukanye House and Home. Itikiti it's 50 rand for students. If a student gets a safe city, you can bring your student card to cover your ticket at ShopRite. Also for abantwana, you also have 100 rand for ukawamba wedwa, and then for kaniba ituni tibanisile it's 150 rands. Okay, xa usokola uthenga tickets kwezinye zezindawo sezibizile, you can contact us numbers below the poster. So xa ufuna ubona poster, you can always search Indingwenkwezi on Facebook or search me as Samuel Dwight Mbali.
Well, Sam, thank you so much, man, for joining us right here on the Hangout. We truly appreciate it, man. And also, your project in Izenzayo are positive projects that are going to bring a light and also positivity within our communities. And also, Sislungi, you've got someone that is very powerful on your corner. Lovely stuff. Well, everyone at home, that was Usamke Lombali. And Kenake is part of the Children in Monologue, and he comes from Ndingwenkwezi, and that event is going to be happening on the 7th at New Brighton St. Stephen's Hall. So please make sure that you guys come out in numbers to go and support this beautiful project that is going to be done there. Please make sure that you guys stay tuned, because when I'm coming back, I'm definitely coming back with the geek guy. So stay tuned. Well, beautiful people, welcome back from an ad break, and you guys do know that we have to make sure that we link you to the events that are going to be happening, and also tell you about what is going to go down right into our province, which is the Eastern Cape. And also, you guys do know that plagi, right? So on to the geek guide for today. We are definitely starting strong with the one that we just gotten, which is Children in Monologue. And again, it's going to be happening on the 7th of December at St. Stephen's Hall, which is in New Brighton. So you guys definitely do want to check that one out. And also, just so that I can just clip in some comments that I have for you guys. Ayabonga utiena siyabulela. Seems like such a down-to-earth person. I would love to meet him in person someday. Well, Sia, coming all the way from Grahamstown, man, people seem to love you. And also, I went to Cape Town to watch one of his great performances live. He sounds even better in person. He definitely does. Freya does sound better in person. And then Fabio, I love Freya. He has music and hits the soul in a different way, man. It's definitely been a lovely one. And then lastly, before I let you go, Uliyema Uti, I have high hopes for Children in Monologues. Man, I also have high hopes for that one, because it's definitely going to be a beautiful one, and also it's going to be something that the children actually need to voice out. And also back to Geek Guide on the 5th of December at Don Kins Village, the first Thursday, it's going to be happening. And also Kepayana, kuzabe kukho stalls, food stalls, live music, thrift stores, and all around. And yeah, it's definitely just going to be lovely. It's happening tomorrow, so please make sure that you guys find yourselves at Donkin's Village. If you don't know Donkin, as long as you know Gavin Beggar Street, you just go up. It's like Fumani Donkin in Mdasikaya. And also on the 10th of December, the Black Impala Party Tuesdays will be happening as well. So please make sure that you find yourself there, because there's going to be our mass music, and it's free entry. It is free entry and city party on Tuesday, because what? Because now it's December. It's festive season. No time to play. Come on now. Lovely stuff. And then on the 12th of December at Sunbet Arena, Ukamagu, and also the synth of the great Msaki, she's going to be performing, and I just want to see myself there, because my babe has been on a break, so I just want to go and see the live performances. Maybe she's coming back to performing and also maybe entertaining us. We don't know what Msaki has on her sleeves, and it's definitely going to be a beautiful one there. And then on the 15th of December, Africa Unite! Africa Unite is going to be happening there in Jan Smuts Stadium, which is at East London. So please make sure that you find yourselves in East London on the 15th of December. Going to be a blast. The lineup is hot. Everything about it is just nice and spice. And also lastly, on the 20th of December at Boardwalk, Farik, the one that we just had, will be having a festive fever and just bringing his soul and also his R&B and also some sort of nice balance, and also some collaborations whereby there's going to be big names, and also they're going to just serenade the audience with their vocals. Well, everyone at home, it has been lovely, man, and that was it that we had for our gig guide namhlanje. And from me to you, all I want to say is thank you so much for joining us, and also I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I love you so much, and I see the love that you actually give out on the street. Well, all you can do right now is to follow us on social media. It is at Mpumakapa TV, and also our WhatsApp line, it is 083-690-0530. And Kimnake, ndiyafumaneka kwam amakhasi onxibelelwano, it is _and and you can just simply follow me there. And also, if you want to find yourself onto this great couch, all you have to do is to just drop me a DM, and also you might find yourself onto our screens. But from me and my team, bye.